we're back. We got some E9 Zoology IPA, crafted in Tacoma, Washington, somewhere around the Seattle area. I love this about E9's cans. It just puts the notes, like a brief description right there on the side. Awesome. Styrian Hop Bomb. Styrian is a hop. Grapefruit / lemon citrus, stone fruit, and tropical pineapple notes. 6.3% IPA goodness. Oh, we're back, baby. So, in my last video, I was fucking hungover. I was throwing up at 5 a.m. and I was doing my shave around like 11. I stayed in bed as long as I could. But I know how to bounce back. Like 2 hours after that video, I was fucking back, baby. Alright, we are using Sample Sunday, purely Skinful Palo Santo, and this one is the Deer Tallow and Aloe. So, it says here, a fresh, sweet, woodsy aroma with subtle citrus notes mingled with sage, vanilla, and aromatic cedar. This was one that I was on the fence about, and I decided against. And I was asking Linda her recommendations, and she ultimately said, like, well, maybe you might want to go with Renegade over Palo Santo for the Deer Tallow. It just sounds like something that you'd like more. I got it loaded up into the Lancaster bowl, and so I made my order, and then lo and behold, she threw in some Palo Santo as a sample, just as a freebie, and I thought that was fucking awesome. Linda is awesome. If you hear me mention Linda over and over, it's because we talk every so often, and I love our conversations about beer and soap, and it's just, I love Linda. So that's what we're using today for Sample Sunday. I also got 2 new brushes to the den, both of them unexpectedly. So, let me just start off with this beautifully written note. A gift from JD to DK. Enjoy. Milton. Okay, a little bit weird there. So here I am looking at the label thinking from Turn and Shave to Derek or DK Rowden. And this is what I open it up to. And I'm like, okay, I know that symbol immediately. It's a El Druida. Broshas El Druida. Right there. And I was like, okay, I've been looking at these brushes for a while now. I haven't particularly spoke of them or anything like that. What I like about it is there's almost like, it's almost got like this like woody cedar wrap or something inside. I don't know, I smelt it more yesterday than I do today. But it almost smelled like woody inside. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's like wood shavings or cedar shavings. Or maybe they were just scented. But yesterday I was like, wow, this reminds me of a cigar box. That's fucking cool. They have a little card in here in a foreign language. No idea at all what it says. Came with the box. I'll just set that aside. But I got the brush in my bougie brush bath right here. I'll go ahead and wring it out of the tap water. So I'm like, what the fuck is the El Druida brush case doing from Turn and Shave? And so it was an El Druida brush. It was right there. You can see the fucking nice, it's all wood handle, but it has like this engraving throughout on the top and bottom. Very, like, the craftsmanship that must go into this is insane. And then this is a V3 knot from Turn and Shave. So now I have a V4 and a V3. No idea what size it is. It does have some funk to it, even after getting ran through the Zingari Man all-purpose brush cleaner. So yeah, this little beauty was sent to me from Jack Martin Daniels, from the Virtual Groomroom. Our good friend Jack. I gifted him something when I went down to Portland, and in no time flat. This must have been premeditated as well, because it's only been about a week, and it's like, this is at my doorstep from Spain, and also knotted with a Milton V3 knot. So it had to have been premeditated as well. It had to have been. So that's fucking awesome. My other brush. And this is going to be way less impressive. What the fuck is that? Cricut God Barber Duster. It says extremely soft synthetic bristles with a soft touch matte finish. Right there. Made in China. My wife went to the beauty store, picked up some shampoo, Redken Brews, with beer malts in it and whatnot for me. She picked up this little guy. This Cricut God Barber little synthetic handle. I was like, oh, that's cute. It's not particularly dense or large, but I was like, I hope you didn't spend a lot on that. And she was like about $7. I was like, okay. But so yeah, 2 new brushes, one considerably more fancy than the other. Let's get to lathering. But yeah, so that was pretty cool. Big thank you to my wife and Jack from the Virtual Groomroom. One of the two knows me better than the other. I'm not gonna say which. So this Palo Santo, it definitely has a nice woodsy aroma to it. I feel like the description's actually pretty good, and I feel like it's pretty accurate because I don't think it's too complex. Like, the sweet woodsy aroma is pretty dead on. Subtle citrus, also pretty dead on. It's subtle. Yeah, I didn't know shit about Palo Santo. Linda from Purely Skinful was telling me that Palo Santo is kind of... She was describing something about incense and how Palo Santo kind of had like an incense type vibe, or maybe she used to burn incense with a Palo Santo type vibe. I don't know. It was one of those two. I can't quite remember at this point. But the sweet, woodsy aroma kind of nails it, and I actually really like this Palo Santo scent. I don't feel like it's overly complex, but it is pleasant, so I'm digging it. And I have used the deer tallow before, so this is nothing new to me. I know it's good stuff. I do think it's less popular in the community than the beef tallow and bear tallow, but to me, it's my favorite out of the 3. I like it a lot. I don't know why, but I just feel like it takes a whole bunch of water. I'd say it's a little bit more high structure than the others, and maybe that's why people are kind of hung up with, just because things are high structure doesn't mean that they're not top tier. I think because most top tier soaps are low structure these days, that people are like, well, if it's not low structure, it's kind of an old school soap because it's old school soaps at high structure. That's not necessarily. I mean, you gotta think of the performance. Gotta think of the performance, not the aesthetics. I like this deer tallow. And as you can tell, a little bit more high structure. I am sort of partial to deer tallow because I'm a hunter and I think it's fucking cool that the deer tallow is being used in shave soap. I think that's fucking awesome. That, you know, they're finding other ways to use parts of the animal, that it doesn't get wasted and put to good use, especially like shit like shaving soap. So props to Linda for that. Oh yeah. And this is just good stuff. Good stuff. Now the beef tallow and the bear tallow are no slouches. But I really do enjoy this deer tallow. Like I said, could just be my bias, maybe. Could be my fanaticism, or whatever the fuck Ken always talks about lately. I am a fan of Purely Skinful, and all of our chats only added to the fact that she makes awesome products. So, all in all, I'm a big fan of all three of her bases. And her aftershave lotions, and her witch hazel aftershaves. Love them all. Timeless Bronze. This is the standard bar. And it says T38. So I think that's the blade gap there. It has a Wizamet with like 6 uses on it. That's just like butter. Wizamet still going strong. Feeling smooth. The soap. It's fucking slick as can be. I got up and got some shit done today. My cousin came over. I told him at the family barbecue yesterday that I had some projects I wanted to do this morning, and sure enough, he hit me up this morning and asked me if I needed any help, which was awesome. And we knocked out a little kind of like garden feature in my front yard. Not so much a garden, but like a flower bed. We kind of built like a flower bed on either side of my entranceway. Of my entrance, kind of like, I have like a 3-tier stairs. Like a little platform. And to like the left and right of that platform, we put like multiple flowers, some mulch, and then we laid like some decorative bricks out in front of it. So now it's not just like grass all the way up to my fucking side of my house. We actually have like some flowers up front now. And I am happy to say my grass is killing it up front. I put some pretty mild fertilizer in the front today as well to try to like keep that going along. My baby grass, my first year grass. So hopefully that goes well, and then if that goes well, maybe I'll kick up the amount of like weed killer in the fertilizer and go to something a little bit more weed killer oriented, because I do have weeds mixed in with my grass, but they say, you know, with your baby grass not to go too hard on it with the weed and feed. So I haven't. But we'll see what happens. Pretty proud of where I'm at now. In the front yard, the backyard did not take like the front yard took. Very nice. The first impressions of this V3 the tips are still soft, but they're not like jelly the same way that the V4 was. And it's kind of more to my preferences. Not that I don't like gel tips, but it's like these are soft tips, but it has that gentle scrub that I like. And I'm really appreciating that. Too early to say, like, you know, where it ranks, but I do appreciate it. I like this better than the V4. Okay. Against the grain. The scent strength, even on this little sample puck, it's 0.85 ounces, so almost an ounce. The scent strength is pretty good. Probably medium. Just right dead medium. It's not one of those samples where it's kind of like, oh, the scent's barely there. It's there. It's present. I got a few tags that I'm tagged in. Some pretty funny ones, just mostly for fun. But I look forward to doing those pretty soon. My buddy, he was also at the family barbecue, and he's not into wet shaving. He was like, "You haven't done an Instagram live in a while. What's up with that?" I was like, "You're right. I've kind of been slacking on the Instagram front." So maybe an Instagram live coming soon as well. Goddamn beard hairs. The Timeless is just feeling great. Still don't see Timeless being used as often as I used to. It's kind of a shame. But it is a nice razor. It's always a pleasure to use. I'll go ahead and rinse this off. We're going to finish off with some of those Strike Old Shaves aftershave testers. I've already given some feedback on my thoughts about them. None of the changes are in my hands, but I'm passing along feedback, giving my thoughts on it. Always honored to be kind of trusted with formulas of any sort. It's always kind of like high praise to be the chosen, trusted testers, Freshly washed Lancaster towel. Maximum softness at this stage. Maximum plush. Kind of doing the whole towel-gasm. I love how much feedback I got for the edge-gasm. Like, how many people like had an issue with me making fun of edgegasms. It was just kind of interesting to see how many people were like, "Oh, you really shouldn't make fun of edgegasms." So I'm just having fun. You really shouldn't take offense to it. I'm just having fun. I told pretty much everybody who inquired me, because there was multiple, and I was just like, I mean no offense by having fun. So if you take offense to me having fun, that's on you. And most people I told, like, I really don't give a damn if you take offense to it, because there was no offense intended. So, come on, grow up. Don't worry about what I do. Alright. I didn't show this, but I might as well since it's sitting here. A little thank you slip that came with the Purely Skinful sample. Oh, that's very classy. Little handwritten on the back. Thanks for the support, Derek. Let me know what your thoughts are on Palo Santo. Cheers. That's what's up. So we got the Aftershave sample B here. B. I have knocked out a little bit of this one. The reducer doesn't let anything out. So I have to like peel the damn reducer off. Flaw in the sample container. Major flaw. Okay, let's pour it out the back so the bee doesn't get soaked with alcohol aftershave. What? It's not milky. It's completely clear. And it dries in really quick. It's like, I don't know what it is, but I told him like, this one doesn't, it doesn't have like that immediate, like, oh man, my skin feels hydrated. It dries in so fast that you're like, oh fuck, was there any skin food in that at all? But then like an hour later, 2 hours later, your skin still feels soft, but it's like a satin soft. It doesn't feel like moisturized. It just feels like healthy skin, if that makes sense. Like, it doesn't feel like wet moisturized, it just feels like dry, healthy. I don't know. I told him I honestly like that kind of like wet moisturized more. Like, if I had my say, I'd say keep bumping up the skin food. Keep bumping it up. Because at this point, I don't know if like the alcohol's still winning the battle. I didn't get any stinging at all. At all. But I don't know. I don't know why it dries in so fast. Like, it feels completely dry now. But it feels healthy. So I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of a unique aftershave at this stage in the testing. Anyhow, that was it for me. We'll bring this back up. Purely Skinful, Deer Tallow, Palo Santo. A nice, sweet, woodsy scent. I do feel like it's fairly basic, but it's a pleasant scent that I enjoy. Got the new Broshas Druida. It's kind of this like yellow something going on here. And I'm unsure what the fuck is that all about. I don't know. I didn't notice that when I was doing the brush cleaner. I don't know. We'll have to look into that. But still, a stunning, stunning brush. Also use the Lancaster bowl, as always. And the Timeless Bronze. Very nice shave. I don't see it as often as I should. But anyways, that was a great sample Sunday, a nice bounce back. And we'll go ahead and finish where we started. So cheers, guys. Thanks for joining me for this sample Sunday. I'll get into some tags next week, as well as just some more good shaves, hopefully. All right. Peace.